Hi guys, I'm gonna review what Amy Macedo or Macedo, I don't know how to pronounce your name, eats in a day. First trimester pregnancy edition.
What's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I have a what I eat in a day first trimester edition. Like your eating is just so weird. You get so many random cravings, but you're also, not everyone by the way, obviously I'm generalizing and I'm also just talking about myself.
Of course not everybody gets those cravings. Women who eat their natural diet don't get any cravings at all because they are already getting what they want. Women in nature don't complain about weird cravings. Obviously, if you eat a lot of unnatural food, then you do.
Like I got so many random cravings and I also was so nauseous in my first trimester. I'm actually going to refilm like in a few days my first trimester recap and really talk about all my symptoms with you.
Nausea, in case you don't understand, when you're pregnant is of course because your body is so toxic that it's trying to protect the unborn baby by accumulating all of the toxins, and then you get nauseous, which means that you want to throw up or excrete the toxins in any way possible, basically.
Hey guys, but I was so nauseous. There were days that were so hard that literally all I could eat was toast and cheese.
This is like heaven right now. Like this dry ass piece of toast.
It's very abnormal,
Old ass cheese that I
naturally speaking.
It's like gourmet.
I do want to say, please, you guys, like, please. This was like, I'm actually was really excited for this video.
Crazy what makeup can do.
I've done so many what I eat in a days and I just really think it's like so special because it's like, you know, a pregnancy edition one. So please, no judgment in the comment section. Eating healthy can be really difficult when you're pregnant in the first trimester. I was so turned off by salad, which salad...
If you don't know what healthy means, then of course you will be turned off by it. It's just your ignorance.
This is my favorite thing in the world, you guys. Like, I love salad and I still to this day cannot eat a salad. Like, I have such a huge aversion to it. So I really have...
Oh my god. Okay, you don't even realize that you got to this point of being nauseous when you're pregnant because you've been eating salad, which is not only full of unnatural pesticides and other toxins, but natural ones in those unnatural, man-made, cultivated vegetables, which are toxic to humans. Of course, if you eat salad over years, your body is going to be so toxic that you're going to have nausea.
Because their nausea is so bad, they can't even eat and they have to go to the hospital and get like IVs. So just be happy that you can eat and eat whatever you can. I've also been super mindful not to like overeat.
That's a nightmare, but that's a modern day problem. That would never in a million years happen in nature.
Because I
Horrible.
really want to like not gain too much weight and just gain enough weight for the baby.
And I am like recreating the McDonald's Egg McMuffin because I was obsessed with Egg McMuffins during my 8th and 9th week. Like I literally ordered McDonald's like 5 days in a row and I was like, okay, Amy, you just need to make it at home. You know, it's healthier to make it yourself and you save money, right? So here's like my little attempt at making an English McMuffin and it was pretty good. But for some reason on this day, I remember after eating this breakfast, it actually made me nauseous. I don't know if it was the taste of the sausage, but maybe it's just because it wasn't the same as McDonald's. I just remember not loving it. But usually I do love this. Like it's pretty good, you know, when I'm not pregnant. But yeah, I think I really just wanted the McDonald's one. Anyways, I'm cracking my egg and cracking the egg yolk. One of the things my doctor told me was like absolutely no undercooked or raw foods. So I always made sure that everything was fully cooked. I know people have...
You eat McDonald's, again, for ages, and then of course you get nauseous when you're pregnant. Then you eat it while you're pregnant, and of course, once you get pregnant again, you're again gonna have pregnancy nausea. Why not just stop the cycle and start eating healthy?
Different opinions on that, and that's okay. You just do what feels right for you, and this is just what felt right for me. It gave me less anxiety just to make sure everything was fully cooked and just follow what your doctor says. I was also obsessed with juice, which if you know...
You got brainwashed and you mentally believed that raw food is so bad for you that you get anxious because of what your doctor said? What? Wow, that's really messed up because what do you think any animal in nature eats? Do you think they cook any of their food, their natural diet? They all eat raw food. Oh, humans are different? Well, no, we are not. There's absolutely no problem whatsoever with raw food. If you would eat it, then your child would be way better developed, for example.
You know I never drink juice. I only drink water. But I remember being obsessed with juice for like 3 weeks straight in my pregnancy. I was obsessed, but it was too sweet, so I always needed to put some water in it. And
From the looks of it, even the juice was pasteurized. Were you that afraid of anything raw? At least she's not cooking the mango.
I've always loved these Activia little like probiotic yogurt shots, and luckily I didn't have an aversion to them, so that was good because these are super healthy for you. And
No, the Activia drinks are not healthy at all. They actually have toxins in them that trigger the immune system. Drinking them during your pregnancy is not only a waste, it's actually a bit risky.
And yeah, I was obsessed with, what are these called? Like, I know the boxes, pizza pops, but I used to call them pizza pockets when I was younger. And for some reason, I had a lot of cravings for like things that I used to eat as a kid. Like very like nostalgic things that I would just randomly crave. So I don't know what that means. I just thought that was interesting. I would crave random things that I used to eat. Like I haven't had pizza pockets in literally like 15 years, like since I was a kid. Like it's crazy, but I was just, I got that craving. And to be honest with you, this has been like a staple for me. Like whenever I feel nauseous and nothing else sounds good, the pizza pockets like does the trick.
You're just eating wrong in every way possible. The reason you probably crave the juices is because your body is trying to get rid of all the toxins that you consume nonstop to sort of filter them out, so to speak. Because so far all that I saw was wheat, which is full of pesticides, and of course in general it's just fiber and sugar. At best you're eating empty cooked calories because you destroy the micronutrients. But in reality, it's that plus a lot of toxins. That's it.
For me. And then I take my vitamins. I really liked taking my vitamins after I've eaten like a good amount. So I kind of took it like early afternoonish.
All right, baby and me, mega food. I don't know what's in there. I can only assume vegetables, maybe a lot of extracts from them. That they can not be any good whatsoever. Biofolate, at least it's maybe not folic acid. It's hard to see, of course, because I don't know what's written on the back. Oftentimes when they say folate, it actually is folic acid still, or at least partly, which is of course very harmful for the development of the child. For a supplement to be bioavailable, it would basically take a miracle. That is almost never the case. It's very hard for me to judge what this actually is, what it's made out of, how it was processed, and so on. But at the end of the day, all that she would need to get a lot of folate would be to eat liver, which is the best food you could possibly eat when you're pregnant. And vitamin A, of course, you would be getting a lot, which is what will basically make your child into who he or she is. If you want a very well-developed face for your child, for example, you need to eat liver. There's no other way you're going to get enough vitamin A.
And it was pretty good for me. And I really was craving chicken burgers. There's only like 9 grams of protein in these. But it was like the only thing
so
I could
far,
stomach,
all
I guess, because it
of
was
the
covered
free
in
meals
breading.
looked
But it was
the
like a
same to
decent
me.
way. I didn't even put any lettuce or anything because I had a major aversion to like lettuce and just toppings. Like I just wanted the plainest burger ever. But
That's good. But basically what you're really craving here, especially with the ketchup trying to imitate blood, is just a bloody piece of raw meat. That would have really helped you.
surprisingly, I still was feeling the sauce. Like you would think I wouldn't have wanted any sauce, but I was still feeling the sauce and the cheese.
It's just really sad to watch this. Modern humans listening to their so-called cravings, but in reality they just don't know what they're actually craving because they don't even get a taste of their natural diet, which is raw meat.
So this was like my staple and my go-to. Tuna. I was obsessed with tuna sandwiches and I still am, like so obsessed, but I only had it about 3 times a week because that's like the limit, I think they say.
What is this obsession with bread and just grains all of the time with every meal? What is this? Like, can you just maybe eat tuna? Tuna out of the can is pretty bad because you're probably going to be getting a lot of heavy metals, but it would still be a lot better if you would just leave out the bread. What is this?
I mixed it with mayo and that's literally it. And I have to have this Unical brand, by the way. I cannot eat any other canned tuna. Then I remember having these 2 for snacks. I had a protein shake and I also had a cheese string just to try to get some protein in, and that was pretty good. I remember after this though, I needed to eat a fiber one.
Stop saying protein all of the time. You don't even understand what it is. Protein is just a structure which essentially holds the food together. And you're eating cooked protein, where the amino acids inside are already destroyed partly. Then you need to still digest it, assimilate it, absorb it.
And then I take my calcium and my probiotic at night because
Artificial calcium, any calcium supplement is never going to work. It's almost always fake. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to calcify your arteries and a lot of other parts of your body, and you're going to get really sick. It's just super dangerous and really dumb to take calcium supplements. It's not even as if we need so incredibly much of it anyway. If you would be eating your natural diet, you would be getting plenty of it. You would never have to think about it. And probably, okay, I get why she's taking that, but that's most likely also not going to work. But I don't know what that is, so I can't really comment on it exactly.
calcium interferes with iron absorption, so I take it separate from my prenatal. I woke up and I was like, I want like a big breakfast, like a traditional breakfast, eggs, bacon, potatoes, and peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So it comes with toast in that white bag right there, and I put peanut butter and jelly on top. And
Besides it being cooked bacon and eggs, if you eat cooked food, that's really good. That's the only good thing that especially Americans and Canadians eat nowadays for breakfast. That's at least some tradition that they have that is actually somewhat healthy for somebody who eats a cooked diet. The potatoes, there's worse things for carbs. It's one of the best things you can eat.
oh my god, it was just everything. Like, it was everything.
I get it.
I realized I didn't eat much that day, but I think it's because the breakfast was so large. It's like 1,000 calories at once. Tangerines, I'm obsessed with these. I still am. I've been eating them my entire pregnancy so far. And then I made this homemade pizza just with naan bread. Voila. Like, look how good that looks. Also, I had a huge...
I don't know about that. Again, it looks like you're just craving your natural diet there. But instead you eat a carcinogenic cooked piece of death, really.
And almond milk. I really loved having a little glass of almond milk, and it's so healthy. Like, you should check out the micronutrients in almond milk. Over here,
What? What are you talking about? What micronutrients in almond milk? You mean the ones that were artificially added to it? Which are fake and not absorbable?
Actually, my sister mentioned Paramount to me randomly in a text, and then I had to have it, of course, had a major craving for it. This is literally so yummy. It's just beef and chicken and rice, and I had literally like a quarter of the bread because I really wasn't feeling it too much, but I was really feeling the meat and the rice. So I love Paramount.
I like that she eats mostly animal foods and leaves out all of the vegetables because her body doesn't want them. Okay, understandable. But she really has to stop eating all of the bread. It's insane a little bit.
This was the week that I was obsessed with like toast, whether it was peanut butter and jelly or Nutella. And then again, had some almond
But I mean,
milk.
it's been the same week every week.
And here
You
I
eat
got
bread all
another
the time.
toast and another
Yeah.
sandwich. I was like obsessed with like
Yeah, yeah.
sandwiches and toast this week. It was just tuna, and then I finished
Why do you
off
eat
with
it?
an orange. Again, I'm like
It's just
I'm telling
fiber and
myself
sugar
some tangerines.
and pesticides.
And then some ice cream. I
Anti-nutrients.
love this cookies and cream
Doesn't
ice
make
cream.
sense.
I haven't had Wendy's since I was in college in like 8 or 9 years. And then I randomly just thought about a Baconator. Pineapple, oh, so fresh. I'm telling you, fruit has been like my number one craving. So I had like 2 pieces of this.
Yeah. Of course you crave fresh, raw fruit because generally, especially if you're pregnant, all that you want is just fresh, juicy, raw food, of course, because it's alive, so to speak. And if you would be eating raw meat, then you wouldn't have all of the other weird cravings. You would be actually satisfied because you would be getting what you want. And you wouldn't have to take all of the supplements. Life would be way simpler and you would be happier and everything. Yeah, and then of course you want the fruit so much because you want to eat at least something that isn't cooked and dry and blech.
And then I really wanted Subway. Like, I wanted a deli sandwich so bad. But I got it toasted, and then I put it in the microwave for 30 seconds just to be extra safe, you know, with the whole deli meat thing. Added some green olives, and there you go. I actually just ordered this right now while I'm doing this voiceover because I'm going to eat this for dinner too right now. So good. And another tuna sandwich. For the last week of the video, I actually went out with my sisters the other day and I didn't eat breakfast, so Steph just made me this bacon egg sandwich real quick and it tasted so good. So ever since then I've been craving a bacon and egg sandwich. So that's literally what I've been making. So I'm making...
You're not craving a bacon and egg sandwich. You only crave the bacon and the eggs. When you look at the food in the pan, that's what you want. You eat the bread because you grew up with it, or I don't know what happened to you that you eat that incredibly much bread. I know that a lot of people eat it for no reason. There's 0 point, but for you it's some kind of obsession. Do you think your body craves bread? Like mashed up sludge grains? No, nobody on earth wants to eat bread.
Cooking it here, just 2 slices of bacon and 1 egg. Of course, cooking the egg fully.
Yeah.
I had to call up my mom and be like, Mom, I need you to make me this Portuguese soup. It's called caldo. For those of you who are Portuguese, it's basically like, it's made with collard greens and Portuguese sausage. It's so good. I was craving it, so she made it for me and dropped it off. Bless her.
Cool, Mom.
And then I was craving Paramount again, so I got Paramount again. Again, just had like a quarter of the bread with the garlic sauce, and oh my god, how good was that? Like, so good.
Alright, whatever. Another pregnant, brainwashed woman who's gonna give birth to another sick child. That's just everyday life nowadays. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.